JD here. Good to have you on board. We thank you, as always, for taking some of your time to spend it with us here on the program, where we like our flying a little turbulent, our women a little crazy, our politics a little messy. Jesse producing, Don producing, and working the dials. We're taking your calls at 800-876-4123. Poll question update for you today at the website. Many states are looking to raise taxes to raise additional funding for public schools. In California, there must be something in the water out there. 64% of registered voters said they would be willing to pay more. What do you say? 5%? I can't be taxed enough for the children. Put down the crack pipe. 15% said no more taxes, homeschooling. 33% say California's 64% need detention, and 46% say less system, not more money. Your answers there at the website or here at 800-876-4123. Big night for me tonight, guys. Big night, November 30th, Wednesday night.
Why is that?
Not that it's the last day of November. Getting ready to switch over to the last month of the year. Tonight, Christmas in Rockefeller Center. The lighting of the Christmas tree. You know it, kid.
They still show that?
Absolutely, man. It's the 79th annual tree lighting ceremony right there at Rockefeller Center. Wow. It's awesome. It's one of the greatest displays of holiday pageantry, Christmas festivities, the decorations, the people, and even the politics. Did you see everyone's complaining that Big O's heading to New York City to go to a bunch of fundraisers? He's going to wreak havoc on the traffic in Manhattan. Anybody been to Manhattan? Oh, my God. Can you imagine what's going to happen to the traffic in Manhattan? They write in the New York Post, the oblivious Obama is hitting Manhattan for 3 separate fundraising and glad-handing events, creating a perfect storm for gridlock on what is already one of the busiest traffic days of the year. The unbelievably ill-timed visit coincides with the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. The lighting begins 2 hours after Obama lands at Kennedy Airport. Street closures on 5th and 6th between 48th and 52nd. Shuttered east-west blocks. The height of the Yuletide Midtown madness. Obama will be zipping around in his motorcade, darting around areas of congestion, closing whole blocks in his path. He's going to be heading to a $10,000 a head party at a private residence, likely on the Upper East Side. To accommodate the presidential motorcade, the FDR Drive might be closed at the height of rush hour. It is closed at rush hour if you're on it, because you don't go anywhere. You could get out of your car on the FDR, walk home to Lodi, New Jersey, come back across the George Washington Bridge without having to pay the toll, get back in your car, maybe about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and maybe you'll be able to get home about the same time you would have if you had driven it without traffic at the original time you left your office. He's then going to head to an Uber-exclusive fundraising dinner at Gotham Hall. Broadway and 36. Tickets, $35,800. He could expect 34th Street to be shut down in part to transport the president to the soiree, because the Secret Service prefers using wide thoroughfares, kind of like Bill Clinton. Obama's attending a reception in honor of gay rights at the Sheraton Hotel and Towers on 7th and 53rd at 7:30 p.m., a half an hour after the tree lighting kicks off. As if the tree lighting and presidential visit aren't bad enough, Wednesdays are extra busy. Why? Because of Broadway matinees. That Obama, the Grinch who stole Christmas, showing up in New York City, screwing the pooch. Did you get a cast list for me for this thing tonight at the Christmas in Rockefeller Center? Because that was it last year, the year before, they had the ruinous Taylor Swift on there singing her Christmas songs, and every cat in the tri-state region was heading for 30 Rock.
You're going to have Tony Bennett, Justin Bieber, Michael Bublé, CeeLo Green, Faith Hill, Carole King, Catherine McPhee, Javier Colon, and the Radio City Rockettes.
I've had my colon checked recently with a colonoscopy. It was just 2 polyps, but there he came back negative. Tony Bennett, are we over him?
I'm over this whole stinking Tony lot. Bennett? You could fall off the face of the earth for all I care.
CeeLo Green, yeah, whatever. Catherine McPhee?
No idea who that is.
You don't?
No.
Would you like me to hum a few bars of some of her latest hits?
I think she was.
No?
She was one of the American Idol contestants.
Yeah, didn't she screw up the national anthem or something at a football game lately?
Yeah.
She did? I got a nod there? Okay, she did, yeah. Maybe she'll screw up tonight, too. Who else? Tony Bennett. Michael Bublé. He's got a new Christmas CD out. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Pretty good. Yeah, not as good as Andy Williams. Speaking of Christmas trees, are you guys doing it this year? I know we're in the worst recession since the Great Depression.
Real tree every year.
You are? The whole tree? Big?
Yeah, well,
everything?
8-9 footer. Sure.
Real or fake?
Real. Fake trees are for fake people.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure you were talking about trees because I did watch the Victoria's Secret lingerie special last night. I wasn't exactly sure if you knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the whole Christmas thing this year. I got 2 lighted wreaths on the front doors. That's it. Went to front gate. That's nice. Hang them up. I was like, oh, don't you want to put a tree up? No, I really don't. Not feeling it this year. Just not jumping in. What? I don't have kids.
Well, like a week ago, you were talking about how you were filled with the spirit of Christmas and joy.
I am filled with the Christmas spirit and the joyous nature of the holidays. I am. I mean, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Matter of fact, I reached out to Andy Williams' agent to see if Mr. Williams could come on the program. He's not in the best of health, but they're doing everything they can. I would love Andy Williams on the program for Christmas. I mean, how cool would that be? It's the most wonderful time of the year. It is. It's the song I sing first thing in the morning. I do. What do you think? Anyway, Obama's going to screw Christmas up.
Oh, sure.
And because he's going to New York City during the lighting of the tree ceremony. As long as we're talking about the first couple there, did you see the nice hit piece on the Drudge Report about Michelle Obama? That she's dining on, what was it?
Swordfish?
Swordfish sliders.
How dare she?
Yeah.
Who the hell
First
does
Lady
she
Michelle
think
Obama,
she is?
She went to the Coco Sala on F Street, and sources say she dined with 7 friends for dinner, and of course dessert, which featured an edible chocolate sculpture and house-made artisanal chocolates by chef Santosh Tiptur. We're told her favorite savory was Chef Tiptur's Moroccan swordfish sliders with chermoula marinade, fennel salad, aged pecorino, and hazelnut coffee dressing. The restaurant owners later posted to Twitter about the excitement of having her as a guest. Quote, "It was such an honor to have First Lady Michelle Obama dine at Coco Sala last night. What an exciting and humbling experience." But if you're the Drudge Report, if you're part of the neocon establishment, then you have to put a picture of Michelle Obama, and then you put the words uppity, uppity. You know what that's code for. You can fill in the blank yourself. I was trying to explain to my Democrat liberal cousin who's in New York City this morning. We're talking about the tree lighting ceremony and all that kind of stuff. And he was thinking that the whole references to Michelle Obama, who for some of you might not know is black, that referring to her as uppity in the black community is perceived as calling somebody the N-word. And uppity means that. I lived in New York City, and that's exactly what it means. And even though the Webster's Dictionary doesn't define uppity as the N-word, I told my cousin this. I got an idea today, Neil. As soon as the sun goes down in New York tonight, when you're heading back to Penn Station, and I said, just stop a brother on the street and just say, "Hey, brother, you're looking mighty uppity today." And then after you pick yourself up off the floor and you collect whatever teeth are left on the concrete, then call me back and go, "Hey, Larry, you were right." Yeah, damn right I'm right, because that's what uppity means. But you see, it's code. And what they'd really like to say about Michelle Obama on the Drudge Report or on Republican Talk Radio, on Republican Cable TV, they don't have the stones to just come out and say it. They won't come out and just say what they'd like to say. So they use code words as a way of taking a shot at Michelle Obama, because she decided that she was going to dine on Moroccan swordfish sliders with chermoula marinade. And the same thing with Obama. The oblivious Obama, the pompous Obama, the uppity Obama, cruising around New York City, holding us up in traffic, while he goes around and collects money. Just say what you want to say about the guy. You don't have to talk in code. Now, here's the interesting thing about holding up traffic. Because if you're a Republican, if you're a neocon, and you happen to be at a Super Bowl event, let's say it happens to be in Arizona, and let's say the Super Bowl's at Sun Devil Stadium, and you're staying at one of the finer 5-star hotels in the area, and you walk outside the hotel, and there's 20 to 25 motorhome coaches, high-end buses, the kind that cost $500,000-$600,000 a piece, and they're lined up, and they're lined up for you. And then when you get in your coach and you nestle in your seat, you're heading off to the game. And to your surprise, you look in front of you, and there are state troopers, highway patrol, and there's motorcycle cops. And you get a police escort from Scottsdale to Sun Devil Stadium, where they close the freeways. They stop traffic in every direction, so you're not in any way inconvenienced to get from a 5-star hotel to a football game. That's okay. Because that's business. That's capitalism, Mr. Sternley. That's the way it works in America. You see, you reward the people who provide the opportunity for the people to have the jobs, and then people like me can sit on buses, and as I look about on the freeways and see no one getting in my way, I'm reminded of just how important I am. But when it's the President of the United States, or when it's the First Lady of the United States, completely different story. They just don't have the stones to say what they'd like to say. And until you say what it is you're really thinking, you might as well just shut up about Moroccan swordfish sliders and traffic jams in New York City at rush hour.
The Jerry Doyle Show.
Did you say rush hour? I did, Mr. Sternley. I said rush hour. Today on the program, global quantitative easing. Interesting exchange Ron Paul had on CNBC with the stock market cheerleader Simon. We've got Newt Churchill attacking Michelle Bachmann. Another one who doesn't really want to say what he wants to say. He's calling Michelle Bachmann factually challenged. That's like saying she's a stupid. You can fill in the blank on that one. Lots to get to on the program today. Is your printer a killer printer? Had the commie Chinese figured out a way to blow your printer up while it's in your home? That's a possibility. There's a lot to get to on the show today. Steak knives, green stamps, and U.S. jobs. 3 things we're offering to commie China so they don't sell our debt. It's a busy day here on the show. You can be a part of it at 800-87. Shut up, kids! It's not Christmas yet. 800-876-4123. Join me.
The Jerry Doyle Show.